We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, the defendant actually possessed a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes.
The Foolio 5, the 5 men reportedly connected to the killing of Foolio, have now officially been hit with guilty verdicts. And according to people inside the courtroom, the energy instantly turned ice cold the moment those verdicts were read aloud. One moment that especially caught attention online involved 20-year-old Sean Gathright reportedly breaking down after realizing his future may have just completely changed in front of him. Cameras reportedly captured the entire reaction. And according to many viewers online, the expression on his face said everything without him even needing to speak. The second the camera reportedly turned toward Sean, people online said you could allegedly see the emotion in his eyes immediately.
Okay, very good. Everyone have a seat. All right, it is my understanding that the jury has reached their verdict. Is that correct? Okay, I would ask the foreperson of the jury to please hand the verdict forms to the bailiff.
A lot of people online often act like certain individuals stay emotionally tough forever. But according to many viewers following the case, courtroom reality hits completely different once your entire future is suddenly sitting in the hands of a jury. It does not matter how confident somebody tries to appear on the outside. When a verdict is only seconds away, many people believe the pressure starts becoming very real.
The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally possess a firearm? Yes.
And according to reactions online, people have seen this happen before with rappers, street figures, and gang-connected names who walked into court appearing confident, only to completely fall apart once things stopped going their way. And honestly, many viewers online said the situation looked terrifying. Sitting in a courtroom while a judge and jury decide how the rest of your life may unfold is a completely different type of fear. According to people following the trial, Sean had reportedly maintained the same cold and emotionless expression throughout most of the case, almost as if nothing could shake him emotionally. But according to viewers online, this time the mask reportedly slipped completely. The second the guilty verdict was announced, everything allegedly changed. Reports claim Sean immediately looked downward as if he already understood the situation was over. No more tough image.
Where was the device based on the cell site information that you had?
So based off of the location cell site data, we know that Sean Gaithright's device traveled post-murder first to Polk County, to his grandmother's house, and then to Orlando in the area of a nightclub called Parlay.
No more poker face. And according to many reactions online, it looked like reality crashed down on him all at once. People watching online are now saying you could literally see the exact moment it finally hit him that life may never return to normal again.
The Do It video was posted on June 23rd, so the Sunday of the murder, approximately 6 p.m.
On the 23rd, did you have a return from Sean Gathright's device, which referenced a music video from Young and Ace?
Yes, so this is a screenshot that was taken from Sean Gathright's iCloud download. And what we can see in this screenshot is the timestamp at the top says 7:40, so approximately an hour and 40 minutes after Ace's Do It song came out. He screenshots a Reddit post in the Duval County thread, "Let Ace's new song marinate."
Sean Gathright is only 20 years old. And the wild part is, he did not just catch one guilty verdict. The jury hit him on everything. Murder, attempted murder, firearm charges, the whole list. Once those verdicts started rolling in, you could already tell the mood inside that courtroom changed instantly. Everybody sitting there knew this was not some small situation anymore. Their lives had just flipped upside down for good. Before Sean even got his turn, they had to sit there and watch Isaiah get sentenced first, which probably made the pressure 10 times worse. One by one, reality started crashing down on all of them. Giulio Foolio lost his life, but now these guys are facing the possibility of spending the rest of theirs behind bars. That is the part that really hit hard in court. They are still alive, but their freedom could already be finished.
Were there some photographs which confirmed Sean Gathright's presence, along with his sister and love interest, the Kyla Enright and Nevaeh Gathright?
Yes, at this point in the evening on Sunday, it appears that Sean Gathright had united with Nevaeh and Kyla at the club, and there was still images and videos in Sean Gathright's download.
Bottles inside of this parlay club?
Yes.
And did the location information from the device also put Mr. Gathright at that location?
Correct.
A lot of people following the case think these sentences are about to be massive too. First-degree murder alone could mean life. Then you stack on attempted murder charges, firearm charges, and everything else attached to the case. Folks online are already saying these guys could end up with life plus decades on top of that. And that kind of time is enough to make anybody freeze up once it finally starts feeling real.
To your knowledge, other than himself and Don Julio bottles, were there any other videos during this time?
No.
You could actually see all of that running through Sean's head while he sat there staring at the floor. Just minutes earlier, he still had that same cold, emotionless look he had been carrying through the entire trial, almost like nothing could touch him. But once the guilty verdict landed, the energy completely changed. People online keep saying that if things had gone the other way, he probably would have walked out celebrating, posting online immediately, flexing for the cameras and acting like he beat the system. Instead, the courtroom became the exact moment everything finally came crashing down on him for real. Nobody is about to sit through every second of courtroom footage because, let's be real, court moves slow no matter how famous the case gets. People online were mainly waiting for one moment only, the second Sean Gathright finally cracked under the pressure after trying to keep that tough image throughout the entire trial. When the camera zoomed in, you could instantly see the change on his face. Sean was sitting there looking completely defeated, while his lawyers leaned over trying to calm him down and pat him on the shoulder. The energy around him felt heavy. You could tell reality finally hit that these convictions were not rumors or internet gossip anymore. This was real life and real consequences. And this is the part that has social media talking crazy right now. Throughout the entire case, Sean kept that same cold stare like nothing bothered him. No emotion, no reactions, nothing. But once the guilty verdicts came in, the tears started showing, and suddenly that hard image everybody had been seeing started falling apart right there in court. His co-defendants were getting led away one by one, and people noticed Sean sitting there emotional while everything around him collapsed.
A lot of people online are now using this moment as an example of how fast street life can turn around. One minute, people are chasing reputation, trying to look untouchable, and trying to impress everybody online. Then the next minute, they are sitting in a courtroom facing the possibility of spending the rest of their lives behind bars. That courtroom moment hit different because it showed how quickly all the hype, the image, and the internet persona disappear once reality finally steps in. What really shocked people was that Sean stayed quiet throughout the case and never publicly turned on anybody allegedly involved. He kept the same energy during the entire trial. But once the verdict officially came in, that emotional reaction told the full story without him even needing to say a word. Online reactions exploded instantly because people could clearly see the difference between acting fearless in public and facing life-changing consequences in real time. This right here is the ending nobody talks about when people glorify that street lifestyle online. The guilty verdict for first-degree murder was not some surprise twist. This was the outcome many people believed was coming once the situation started spiraling out of control. And now that courtroom footage is everywhere because people are literally watching somebody realize in real time that the choices he made completely changed his future forever. A lot of people online are not feeling sympathy for Sean either, because prosecutors reportedly brought up how different his energy allegedly was after the incident happened. Instead of laying low, social media reportedly became active. Around the same time, fans were reacting to Ace's music drop, and online posts allegedly connected to the situation started spreading everywhere. People noticed the celebrations, the screenshots, the partying, and now those same clips are being replayed right next to footage of him emotional inside the courtroom.
The internet moves fast, and people definitely notice the contrast. According to reports tied to the case, Sean allegedly left the area, spent time with family in Polk County, and later ended up partying in Orlando. Social media users especially focused on videos showing bottles, club scenes, and flashy moments happening right after such a serious situation. That is exactly why the courtroom reaction shocked so many people online. Folks are now comparing the confident energy from those older clips to the emotional breakdown seen after the guilty verdicts came in. And according to many reactions online, the difference is night and day. People across social media keep posting side-by-side comparisons too. One clip shows Sean smiling, flexing, enjoying life, and looking completely carefree. Then the courtroom footage shows him sitting there emotional after hearing the guilty verdicts. Those comparisons went viral fast because people online say it perfectly shows how temporary those celebration moments can be once serious consequences finally catch up. And now the internet is turning that courtroom footage into a much bigger conversation about choices, reputation, and consequences. One minute, somebody is partying in VIP sections trying to look untouchable online. Then the next minute, they are becoming a viral courtroom clip for completely different reasons. That contrast is exactly why this case has people talking non-stop right now. What really got people talking about Sean Gathright was not just the guilty verdicts themselves, it was also all the wild behavior people say happened before everything officially came crashing down. Social media users still keep bringing up the footage showing Sean allegedly trying to escape after reportedly ripping off his ankle monitor. That clip spread everywhere because people online say you could literally see the panic starting to set in once reality began catching up to him. In the footage, Sean is standing with his face pressed against the wall while moving around nervously as investigators watch him closely. Nobody reportedly told him to stand there like that either.
People online immediately noticed how stressed he looked, almost like his mind was racing, trying to figure out any possible way out of the situation. At one point, viewers even pointed out how he appeared focused on the air vent above the table, almost like he was desperately searching for some type of escape route. The energy in that footage feels tense from beginning to end. And honestly, that is the moment many people believe Sean realized the case was becoming serious very fast. Once somebody gets booked in a situation this major, the pressure hits completely different. Online reactions keep saying Sean looked like somebody fully understanding that his freedom could potentially disappear for the rest of his life. People watching the footage described him as frustrated, emotional, and completely overwhelmed by everything happening around him. Now the internet is connecting that older footage to the emotional courtroom clips shown after the guilty verdicts came in. Folks online are saying the same panic people noticed back then seemed to return once the jury officially announced the decision. And with sentencing still ahead, everybody is now speculating about how much time could actually be handed down in this case. A lot of people following the trial believe some defendants could receive different outcomes depending on the specific charges connected to them. Online discussions especially focused on the woman tied to the case after she was reportedly convicted on a lesser charge compared to the others. But when it comes to Sean, many legal commentators and social media users believe he could potentially face the harshest punishment out of everybody involved because of the first-degree murder conviction, along with the additional charges stacked on top of it. That is exactly why every courtroom appearance has people completely locked in right now. The emotions, the reactions, the pressure, all of it is playing out publicly, and people online are watching every detail closely as the sentencing phase gets closer and closer. A lot of people following this case are already trying to predict what kind of sentence Sean Gathright could eventually receive, and the guesses online are sounding brutal.
Between the first-degree murder conviction, the attempted murder charges, and the firearm charges connected to the case, social media users believe the judge could potentially stack serious time on top of serious time. Folks online are even throwing around numbers like life plus additional decades, saying this could easily become one of those sentences where somebody never sees freedom again. And people in Florida are paying extra attention because this case became way bigger than just internet drama or rap beef. Prosecutors and law enforcement have been making it very clear that they want to crack down hard on violent crimes connected to situations like this. Online reactions keep saying the courtroom is where all that untouchable energy disappears fast once real consequences finally enter the picture.
That is also why moments like these spread so quickly online. A lot of younger fans see the music, the diss tracks, the Instagram posts, the jewelry, the lifestyle, but they do not always see what comes after all of that. This case showed the other side of everything people glamorize online. The arrests, the trials, the emotional courtroom scenes, and families on every side losing people they care about. That is the reality behind all the viral headlines. And when people talk about Young and Ace being the winner in all of this, others online push back against that too. Fans point out that Ace survived an extremely traumatic situation himself after losing close friends in a shooting where he was nearly killed as well. People also continue debating how much controversy and violence connected to rap beefs can affect artists and their careers long term.
So even though he is still free and continuing to make music, many fans believe nobody involved truly walks away untouched from situations this serious. At the end of the day, this entire case became one of the biggest hip-hop crime stories people have followed online, because every update brought more shocking moments, more reactions, and more non-stop debate across social media. And now everybody is waiting to see what happens during sentencing and how severe these final punishments will actually be. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the final sentences are going to look like? And do you think social media and rap beef culture made this entire situation even bigger? Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and turn on notifications so you do not miss any updates on this case or the latest hip-hop news.